Hello again, YouTube, and welcome from the trail and the seals on Wallasey Island. That's not a bad way to start the day, is it? So you'll probably have noticed that I'm quite late getting a video out this week, and that's because it's been a bit of a crazy week. We've been off work again, which has been nice. But more importantly, the work on the garden room has started in earnest. And I'm pleased to report that after just sort of 3-ish days of work so far this week, it looks like this. So pretty good progress there, and I think one of the things I wanted to vlog about this week was going out and buying a treadmill to put in it, but we just think it would be prudent to wait just a little bit longer until the work is a little bit more progressed before we start buying treadmills. Otherwise we'll end up with a really big box we got to store somewhere along with everything else, which will be fun. But what I wanted to talk about this week is kind of where my training's going or not going. Now, when I started back down this road to fitness, one of the things I said was I'd built myself a plan, and I had indeed built myself a plan. And the goal for that plan was to just get me moving again. And I'll be honest, I hadn't put a real lot of thought into what I did beyond that. And over the last couple of weeks, the plan kind of petered out. It hit the end of, I think I'd planned up to about a month. So it hit the end of a month, and then there were no activities on the plan, and I thought I'd better put some in. So I started adding random activities without any thought for what I was trying to achieve. And then that felt pointless, so I stopped doing it. And then before you knew it, I'm back into, shall I have a run today? Shall I take the bike out today? Shall I take the mountain bike out today? Or shall I just sit on my arse? So I've recognised that this is an issue for me. I'm the sort of person that needs to wake up every day, look at a plan and know what I'm doing. So what I don't want to do is just what I did before and just say, right, I'm going to build another plan that's going to last another month or what have you. So I'm going to try and plan through to the end of the year. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself some tangible achievables I want to hit between now and the end of the year. So, I am a triathlete. There should be a swim goal in there. There should be a bike goal in there. And there should be a run goal in there, shouldn't there? This is one of my favourite pause points on a trail ride. You're looking out across the river to Pagglesham there. So if you can see the small collection, there's like a burnt out boat and a couple of boathouses on the right over there. And that is the final resting place of HMS Beagle, made famous by a certain Mr. Darwin. If you're in this neck of the woods, it's worth a look. Good luck finding it, because it's I think it's buried under several feet of mud, so it's quite an underwhelming National Heritage Site, but it is there, we are assured. For the swim goal, I think it should be that I'm going to target myself to swim a solid mile in open water, and by solid I mean, you know, not messy like my usual swim technique is. So shall I put it this way: to swim a well executed mile in open water. For the bite goal, I'm thinking it's got to be a century. I'm going to put a caveat on that. Could be a metric century, but if I'm feeling energetic enough, I'm going to try and get an imperial one in before the end of the year. No, it's not a stick. Go on, don't find mummy. Careful, mind your paws. And the run goal will actually bring me here to the southeastern tip of Wallasey Island. So the running goal is to complete my annual solstice run. Now, this is something that I used to do every year and just haven't for the last couple of years as things have fallen apart. But what it is 21st of December, shortest day of the year, or thereabouts. It does vary some years, but do a half marathon trail run that brings me to this point to coincide with the solstice sunrise. So I plan the run that I get sort of like 6 miles of trail running, 6.5-ish miles of trail running to get me here, plod up, watch the sunrise on the shortest day of the year, and then run back. And I like it. It was kind of something that I cooked up myself, although I understand that quite a few people do a solstice run. But I don't know, it talks to the inner pagan in me. And it's kind of a nice reminder at that time of year that you've just hit the shortest day and you're headed back for summer. So there you go, YouTube. This is essentially my first video from the new garden room headquarters for the Fat Triathlete. 3 goals. Now the purpose of those goals they aren't achievements in themselves. I'm using those purely as a tool. Those are purely there to give me stepping stones to keep my plan on track. So I've got something to aim for every couple of months. And I think that's where I went wrong, was I kind of said to myself that I'd write the plan, get back to fitness, probably fit a race in, but it was always very open-ended. And like I say, when I began it, the goal was just to get moving again, and kind of I achieved that. But now I just need a little bit more focus to take me through the end of this year, and next year it's going to be racing again. Well, presumably if there isn't another pandemic or something stupid like that. Anyway, thanks for watching this one, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next.